I feel like Carrion is her girl bestie, like in many ways.
Honestly.
I think what female relationships and female dynamics bring is a sense of connection and emotional intimacy that you don't get to see between female male characters represented often in books.
Yeah.
And if you do, they're going to end up together. But I actually think that Carrion makes up for that emotional intimacy that I like to see my main female character have.
I really like how Kelly used Carrion because he could have just been a plot device.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he ends up being so much more than that. He has so much character. He provides that emotional intimacy for the protagonist, and he is emotionally intimate as well in return.
He ends up being such an emotional grounding force, which you would never expect from a character that it comes in with the jokes. But at the same time, he is also the catalyst of many heavy subjects and conversations, and being there for Ceres in many ways as well. And, you know, their relationship, I don't even consider it sibling-esque, mainly because they've had sex, but also because there's just a level of emotional intimacy that comes with it. And I know people are like, they're like my brother, they're like my sister, we're so close. I specifically don't think that's the case because her brother was someone she had to take care of. He is almost like the brother that she should have had in many ways, where she didn't have to take care of him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that in Carrion's case, he is the only equal in her life. And I think that is important and why the time he spends on the page is so valuable and why we enjoy it so much, because it's not someone she's taking care of. It's not someone who could overpower her, but who chooses not to, or whatever the case is. He is truly like her in many ways.
He's just as displaced as she is. He calls himself a political asylum seeker, you know, like, and that's the truth, right? He had to leave when he was just a child into a whole other world that he doesn't belong there. Well, guess what? Ceres doesn't belong in her world either. Like, they really are equals and balanced. What Callie does so well is that you could assume is a trope character, right? That like really horny, funny side character.
Comic relief.
Exactly. But it never feels that way because she intertwines so much heart and meaning, and you just don't realize how much that he's actually there for Ceres and how much that matters. And like, he calms her down by riling her up. And so I don't think Ceres would have been able to come to the conclusion of her emotions and being accepting of Kingfisher without Carrion.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.